Ebusiamu achie ni enda semo akwa aba fambra KFM TV eswe na yejuada ya hye na wotwe na asefofo kra na wotwe enimu a etwa emu no ensem bebre na ne course wo manga na ha ni nyina no ye de ba beso nsa kan kase ebre no ewie dru ye da se ye pass afidie no egusua eda KFM TV eso ansa na no ye beda aboafo wono ma sesanse bre ne abra no bia no Omudi omusika ne boye chidom ye shasia ne call talent microfinance ye bia ye omo emma sika no enye se beji kodi kwada bi besia ne de ma wo na besi omo hihye mu ne ho nsima esihu enwo ho ne ye ketua bi omo se beji koye adwuma obu o adwuma no nye obeye so aka sika ebetimi apia no wo so a osika sem na enye enkoye mfa ma omo se beji bi kobobra adwuma so nkoye na osika sem abafa opebi ahyemu kina de epege mu a ne nyina no ma besia isi hu no eye ketua bi eho no na ehia me isi hu no ye ketua bi okoje a ohaw bia eni etwe talent eto nsa e dia afro bibia wo bi wo mo nje hwe so nkra ne yemfa me no so mo eye ewo wonom akache honom Ghana mai mu ha de o mato aptimo nkrabatan dos ye pa de ben wo no ote talent microfinance dia no abo ewura ho sikasem hihye bia no mbehwa ye ne ye etimi dia ma ye free ho ade o toso no eye KFM musical center no so ye instruments and our dear baby my so I when you to phone nyina instruments bia FT speaker drums combos guitar microphones bibia fine instruments ho a eye nyum to aka de e ho ahemfie ene KFM musical center wo kwa ombema obi ama bibia na koye etimi e dia ma kraimansem ha de fo ni chemu akra zongole ekobasa wa santimantem so abia ya ode weni bekire no eye edum wonne Sambra hotel no ebo enimhwe instruments ne ho pempena de bia no bemboa ama bibia na koyi kama etimi ede amawo di otwa to okra no eye data ba tech hub eno se ye phones ne ho aka de phone bia wo hia bia ene ho ache eyi ha ekeka ho bia no wose bra beji upe bi di ache odofo bi odi a okite haw utu kwa akoton so a bebrebe mu ni ndo so pu mu bia no okoda daba tech hub a obenye bi etimi dia man kramantem adefo ni chiremu ewo kaneshi udru kaneshi bia ye omugina pai takwa station e hye no eho pe dada becha kwai no ewo koho na onye okama na bibia na enkoyi emfama nwumekwe na ye ndo masia no pe sanse omusika na epeja yensi nkonkon so ebrani abrano no yetimi dia kan kase en besomo ewo KFM TV eso esem ne do so na no paper na de edimo akotini bi eni ebebo ere tifi mantamu tamale central me no kase na duedie enkofo dumienu na akofa forms a wo mo hwe anim so metimi agina me ato mo so aba na o metimi aba be mra hyebedwa akonya no metimi afa di so no mayo medwuma sene ese na efata ne ebebo era the new patriotic party MPP amenu ko no wonom akache ne nedue Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ene de nsem bia ba betudwa ne nyina no wode anu ye ode kwa ma onmunyan for Brian Echamponwa eno anope obeti emu enchiremu no yebebo eredwedie ensemo na Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wono so akasa wo chese kobasa wo ton ade na wo hwe ni se atofo beba ni nyina no package ne kan wo se wo ye oni ma yi se be twi nkrofo free chinchin ni bencheye ama ma be so wasene e wo sa kwan no eso eno so betimu asem no ne yebebo era eye nigide ensemo na Shatawale ono so bra yokofo je ano no ene spiritual cleansing kama bi akosho ewo Teshi Beach a eno so munchemu ni die nti otu sa na mo ne so wo ho a obetie ene anope ewo kase no eso ensema foforo binom eka we ho gibrani adaje kan ye ho don hwiri ba ko entemu na yentimi somu ye na yensomo osompa edino eye Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia ye da ye ho sima ba ye ba ebebo ransem mu ediam Usame Sansonda asemu akwa ababie mfambra KFM TV eso kai ne hye so maye se ye won framem ti aba fonten time fidie no KFM TV GH on Facebook YouTube udru ha no abohye ne so e de ama odofo bi afen so O boy, subscribe nesu o YouTube nesu aye ba ya no we hu na Facebook no wa follow your page ne kama etimi edia my social media platforms ni nyina ye wo so intini nyina ye KFM TV GH edini e ba kope on all platforms follow ye na yendi nkita ho ahodo na ewo ho yen hye nsem na se ne anope emfa ma odia ye boenra the new patriotic party MPP amenu kuno na enedua me no ka say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia no ye enkane mampani abedi etira fimpi mienu ne aduonu nan wono aso gina MPP amenu kuno ni dimu ehim franka edema womo no wode nsem bi na aba betu edwa na ne nsem no de to ede amane Dr. Brian Echampo wono ya betifi mrahye bedwani enkane no so ye mrahye bedwani ewa betifi na afen so ye soafo a enkane soafo na ohwe yekuaye ene enuane ho ensem kanye ni nsem bi obegina montini mu ekaye no wre ya amabo ni din Brian Echampo no so ehwe ni mu sa fimpi mienu ene aduonu wotwe mu no betimi egire mu ewe MPP amenu ku no edim sebe abibia koyi a obetimi aba be yo mampanyi ewo man Ghana ha na ne nsem bi okokan ye se ye mamprubu ehun kekaye na afen so eye bokone ne importamu se ne MPP amenu ku na ntimi endi nkunim a batro afimpi mienu ne aduonu na de omunya na ewo fom kra no wo se subro bia wo ha ye fambo eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia no hanu yi na Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia so dia ba wo se de bi edru ba bi ya ne ye kasa dodo sanse sebi onu kra na wa amenu ku ba akumu na sisi aso omubusu eye nkabo makeka omu ho asie ni sebe afimpi mienu ene aduonu wotwe no kunimde betimi akwa MPP amenu ku ne kobasa okoka nsem se ya na ede nto atro na emu na afenso mpapa mu na eba esa entweyi na ye koma mpurubu kra na biaya wonu enya aba no bebre no saa ho ne ye NDC omu stronghold nti we enya kra na enya asem bia e nwanwa kire so bia sanse abakosemu ne kra na enya de a MPP amenu ku no ye to aba wo ho a omutimi di nkunim e wo ho nchemu ne nto aso ne anu ye a odema Dr. Brian Echampo no eni
prepare to go into the primaries. I am very, very concerned and troubled that some of our presidential aspirants have embarked on a religious and tribal bigotry and propaganda against me in a desperate attempt to win votes. They totally ignore all the data and findings about why we lost the 2024 elections and want to mislead the delegates and the party with such propaganda. The one such issue that has come up, and I think it's important for all of us to know, is the Mamprosi-Kusasi conflict. An aspirant has said that delegates should not vote for me because I am a Mamprosi man, and that we will lose votes in the Kusasi areas and other areas. This is very unfortunate and demonstrates a complete lack of understanding of the situation on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, since 1965, there have been 11 elections in Ghana. Since 1965. And the performance of the LPP in the 6, our tradition, in the 6 Boku zone seats, there are 6 seats in the Boku zone. If you look at it, the performance is as follows. In 1965, our tradition had 0 seats. At that time, I was only 2 years old. I had nothing to do with it. In 1969, we had 2 seats. In 1979, under the Tosu's leadership, we had 0 seats. In 1996, we had 0 seats in that area. In 2000, we had 1 seat. In 2004, under President Ford, we had 0 seats. 2008, we had 1 seat. 2012, under President Ford, we had 0 seats. 2016, we had 2 seats. 2020, we had 1 seat. And 2024, we went back to 0 seats. What all the data is saying is that out of the 6 seats in the MPP, out of the 6 seats, the 11 elections, MPP has 0 in 6 of the 11 elections. So this is not an area that is a stronghold of the MPP. In fact, into the whole Boko zone, the 6 constituencies put together, we lost just 30,000 votes in 2024. So you can't lose, it is not the Boko election that made us lose 2024. And we need to be very clear about that, that the data shows that the Boko factor was not a factor in the outcome of the 2024 elections.
Bra, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Sansem Nibetu Japan, and Dr. Brian Champon, so then Krata free Nakache by ya watch him said Debbie, Wanka Sansem no da. A one chess and am the show and an am so my ye copium or man prusin in important mo Bokoa, kunim denti mi anko amen pipi amenu ko se Debbie, one can ye may be num sembi moi, et it is an no dear. The nipa beya no waye no ene ahobambo ni afensu modern boy ene die obo mumodin was akwan so ma bibia no ekoyi odibo ni ene die so pa ma no sega na mampeni abedi echenti se bi ontimi nka nsem bia nsem fata ngu ni hofi a eno ye nsem a daachi bia ne betimi akwa hawo de abre MPP ameni okro ni nsem ankofo ka sene wono na akeka sa nsemi ebi kura etwa bia betontentan fidie ni so a sorry sahudo etwego no se debi ontimi mbu Dr. Alhaji Bawumia nanim etia anase ongu ne ho fin eda obuni ye pa nani die se fata no so no so che say what the ema ne se me etwego nyina no kra bia en pesa diwe Tamale Central Bato no mpeswa so na adehye beka yo nonyafo Muntala Muhammad wono ena na eye mrahye ma adehye a wono mo ho no aso na eye soafo hwe ye montini mu ene ho nkro no ba enedua me no kase ba mo wodi na pakan aba be fa no sansa agesbo so me ne da na to so nsia no eye wiemhye ye kwoti hwe ye wadanse akrofo ma santemantemu no panyin e ka ho bia enam so amene ye tuye ni aye hu ni biem nti abato komisa ne ne hyehyeye mu no ehu behia yesi ebesan so aye abato ne fofra no ye by election no na me no ka se na due die enkofo dumienu 12 na atwe wonom ti a wo mo che se wo mo nya wo mo kondo so mbetimi agina mu ama ya to wonom so aba na mu die enkofo miensa pe na atwe wonom eti a na ye hwe ni mu se nka enkofo miensa ya na ebegina ne so no sakaye kakraba ebi aba beka ho asisi ano de aye dumienu na edin aba beto montini sisi ano eye lawyer Abdul Hanan Abdul Rahman wono eye enkane amrado ede matamale afenso di otosumienu no eye Seidu Muhammad ono ye principal research assistant ewo eye UDS yapono emu na di otosumiensa Mariama na Masalifu wono so eye princess Yozoli and diplomat Dr. Sunai no Dr. Rahman Abdul Rashid enum Dr. Aliu Abdul Hamid civil engineer Insiano ye Professor Razak Abubakari senior lecturer Tamale Technical University Dr. Sonso no ye Alhaji Alhassan Nabalba ono ye former NDC UK Ireland chapter chairman Jomtineni eno no Trinity bi Dr. Watch no Professor Ali Duseidu ono ye senior lecturer University of Ghana Legon ya ena afenso nkro no ye Hajia Mulika Suelisu ono etosho enkro edu Sadat Harun Al-Hassan ono so ye mranim ni lawyer ena afi Duba ko Al-Hassan Osman Gomda ono ye entrepreneur Dr. Sudumienu a otwa to kra ne Hajia Shemima Yakubu ono so ye NDC regional treasurer sankofo dumienu ye na dua me no kase de o matwe omuti a wo mo kire se o mo kwa akogire mu dindindin a enya asem keto akra me etimi atwo nom eso aba ama bibia no etimi akoye na nu na mpanyifo che se o mu gina article 112 clause 5 ye Ghana constitution afia pema hankura de economy enu no enom di tu sa ejina na me no kase na dua die ye dan ni call the new patriotic party MPP amenu ko ne de nya de a womo eyi obi ase wo mbegyina mu e wotemale central sanse wo susu se oyele ba ye de enya de so mbeyi omo hu nipa bi ama na aba begyina mu e de apresa di brand ntimi no ka say die nkofo dumienu yi e na mpanyifo hwe animu se bibia bekoyi ame ato omo so aba September bosome ne da etoso mienu na bibia no etimi akoyi na bibia na akoka makama e wosa potemu honom na MPP ameni oko ne kire omo kire se omo njire nyina no enkrata fi omakache ba ya Dr. Justin Kodua from Power no eye chocho for penyima MPP ameni oko no na nensa e hya ase a wo kire se da bi omo gina enye ye nti no ho asemo eno no ye free hwe na ye nkonsem foforo mu dia ye dan ani akire ya akwatia ene ne mpotemu we poye mantemu sanse enche bi e ho so by election no ba be koso den sanse onmanyafo NSC akumi ona na ye mahye bedwani matemamufo a wono mo ho no so ba mo wodi na pakan aba be fa na abato commission ne hihye mu no wo se by election koso na enumu na the National Democratic Congress NDC ameni uko no mo so omu gina omo nan so den chese sisi ade omo so abrewa yipuma kwema de wo gina mu ama NDC ameni uko no menya na enedua me no ka say de chese o maba na akwa akopie mu wo Osiewu division no ya chimebu akwa traditional states we poye mantemu a ohene popra wo ho no wetimi edi na kwachira ni nyina no Chief Justice Julius Debra ne di sa edom yanim eni mpanyifo ekuku da manimu nyina a wo mo chese sisi ane de omo de ne kwa akopie mu na nanim se be ya bibia no ebitimi akoyi na hyehyem ni dwumadie mu no motimi na ahya ase ntwabokwan so na abato ni mu no bibia etimi ne koba sanku ni betimi akọ ediama NDC amenyuko nhwemu no eni ebusianti anan bo a omo ye kopie mu epoye mantemu nyina na chese omo de enidie ma de enidie ese no no hene popro wo ho no de omeyi no se wonjire mu na wompre ehim frank amanku ne bie nkoma NDC ameni okono omo de na akwa akokire wo hene sanso omo kire a wo ho nto abontimpro mu na oboro obi kro mu nso e wo se otimi de wanu di sem koto dwade enti a wabo ewrem de oba beye de omo hwe ni mu nyina no eno ho anamontuo na omo etu enu mu na Chief Justice mo fanche me Chief of Staff Honorable Julius Debra chese omo sre ohene nsemu enhira se wonfa endo mo se be ya nkunimdie kwan so no nkunimdie pa betimi akọ ediama the National Democratic Congress NDC amenuko sanse yenyina yenim se na akonya no the New Patriotic Party MPP amenuko ne dia no munyafo NSC akumi eteso enti we die womo say nananu ensemu ensha no metimi ahye nto abokwan asese be ade omudini gina mu de amendisi amenuko no bibia no betimi akoyi nhwemu ne nto aso munya for Julius Debra de Mayen eni Osianti no ho asem eno no nwanya for Julius Debra na no disem ena wode to edwane na ne se Bernard Bedi Akubeidu Esquire ono na ejire mu di ama the National Democratic Congress NDC amenuko ne se be obetimi aboama NDC amenuko no edi nkunim akwetia ene ne mpotemu na yeguso ejina akwetia de yenko akwetia ne mpotemu ne montiri mu wepoye mantem ne nyina no eye nto abokwan so de nkofo bebre na eye ya amenuko na omo so hwe animu se September bosome ne de tosumi enu abato komisan na hyehya ato ho sa abato ne bekoso biem no nkunibie kwan so bibia betimi akọ edi amamo bie ni ebriye pa se krodom eni bre nsoja ne so metiesi montena ni na no wo mo hwe animu se bibia ne betimi akọye na ento abokwan so adehye behu wo madwuma pa esi o makoma pro so betimi aye ama akwatia eho so sem kaye no etimi ewie mudie meburu yedie eni omunyuma so se be abibia betimi akoye eyo nimonyamfo George Opare Ado me no kase ne due woni asoye a ehwe ya pomuden ehonsem kaye eni afenso Jamestown empotamu wonyina aka boma wo moye free screening wo chese da nakoma pono yie pa so se obi apomuden betimi ejina namo so brane ne nam so ama ene due wetu saa anamono na wo hyase ewo gamashi na wo chem se we enye de edikan etwa to okra na emom no free hon so a baby fufuro betwa so ade hye wo man Ghana han nyina no ebetimi enye mu emfa so.
Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone here gathered. Let me take the opportunity to wish the good people of Gamashi a very happy festive season. We are here this morning as a ministry to support the activities of the community. We are here to undertake various health screening activities and also encourage many of you to donate blood to support our various blood banks. On behalf of the ministry and the good people of this country, I want to say a very big thank you to all the volunteers who have come out in your numbers to support this exercise. To our health personnel who have also come through the Ghana Health Services, I want to say a very big thank you for agreeing to be part of this process on a Saturday when you should be home with your family and attending to other family activities. You graciously agreed to be part of this process. We are very grateful. We believe that as a ministry, one of our key thematic areas is the health and well-being of the people we serve. And by health and well-being, we believe strongly that activities like today's activity will go a long way to support the work of the ministry. We believe this will be the beginning of other engagements that will be undertaken in other communities. So today is Gamashi's turn. We believe strongly that going forward we'll be visiting other communities and we hope to enjoy the same collaboration with the Ghana Health Services and the Ministry of Health to be able to reach many people who may be in need of these services. Thank you.
Eusiayentu asoyen ko Ghana Journalists Association wonom atenaye na nye duopeni aye no foforo kra se wombeye Ashanti GJH eyonmunyafo Kofi Edu Domfe ne ede sa celebration in serie yepe bo hye no de ahye ede akwama nsentwerefo nyina so omoma na abosome no nsia pe eniema besesa ma niema ni adane amobia etimi enyamu emfaso.
I've always said that it's God's plan. And indeed, this is what the Lord has done. It shouldn't have been this way, but it is what it is. I said from the beginning that this election that we went to was for the liberation of the media in the Ashanti region. And I should say now and here that there's a new dawn for journalism and media practice here in the Ashanti region. A lot is expected of me and my team, and I'm standing here declaring that we will never disappoint our colleague journalists and people who love to look at qualitative journalism and media practice here in the Ashanti region and indeed in the country. When this rerun was announced, there were a lot of skepticism, concern, worries here and there, but we said the good Lord has a reason for things that happen. And this is a testimony to the fact that what God has said, He has indeed sealed it. I want to appreciate all my team members. It's been awesome. It's not by my might. I've always said that this election had been the fight for people in the region who genuinely seek the development of the Ashanti region through journalism. And every word, every encouragement, even those that were called to say otherwise, they all contributed to make this happen. And I appreciate everybody who has been part of this success. We will not relent in our efforts to change the dynamics and the fortunes of Ashanti GJA. And I stand here in the capacity as the chair-elect on behalf of my members to say that within the next 6 months, transformation will be experienced in Ashanti region in terms of our profession. And that is a commitment I'm upholding and I'm promising all members. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yenko humesua ensem weni yenko hwene ma hodua etwegu ewo ho no munyafo Thomas Nyakwampe mono ene yesoafo abedi echire de ma yesikasem hune ho enhyehyɛ ne ntoto Dr. Keso Atofo si na abedi echire ene no ukopie mu esuajaman so a ono na emra hyebetwani ma adehye a wonom ewo ho bedo ka say die wode ato na koma pono so a wode eye Educamp 2025 no abane nyina no tena ase dwene hwehunu se wo ba ne mpotemu ha adehye a wonom tro bi si eye mmofra no wo mbetwere wie nsɔhwe ebeba no enya de se bi wo ho ekɔ nanimo netimi ehye nkura ne ekɔ ene nam so ma wetu sa na mo ya wo de sa adwumedie ne hyehyɛ eba ne nyina beboa de akade ne niema hodo ebeboa mmofra ama mo humesua ho sema akɔ nanimo etu mpo no ene nam so amoetu anamo nse ya etisi.
I've been proud of the performance of our children in the BEC over the last 3 to 4 years. But when I was a BC, I started a lot of interventions to support education, including having in-service trainings for teachers in English, mathematics, and science, and particularly in reading. And because of the interventions that we had, we saw the academic performance increasing over the years. But over the last 3 years, we've seen a declining trend in the performance of our children in the BEC. And so I sat with the Education Directorate and said that we need to do something extra. And so I brought up this idea that we have to motivate the best among the students that we have to do better. So this camp targeted the best in all the schools. We brought 5 best from each of the JHS, both public and private, to energize them and prepare them for their final year. All of them are in the 2nd year, and when school resumes in a couple of weeks, they will be going to the final year. Next 2 weeks or so, we are starting in-service training for all the teachers in the final years in mathematics, English, and science. And so we also want to sharpen their skills in preparing the children for examination. And so the follow-up for this exercise will be for us to get the teachers for a number of days and prepare them as they also go back to prepare the examination classes that we have. I believe that these interventions will complement the efforts of our teachers and education directorate in enhancing teaching and learning in our schools. And it is just complementary. It is never intended for this to solve all the problems of education in the district. I believe that we have challenged the children enough to go and do their best. And that is what we want to see. In fact, we have taken records of all the learners who participated in this education camp program. And the idea is that we will monitor them, we'll follow up and see how they are performing. As I said earlier on, there were a number of things, including eye screening. And it brought out some concerning facts about some of our learners, and it will require some follow-up actions. And so the report is being presented to us. We are going to work with the individual parents to see how we can assist them to help the children in fixing their eye challenges and many, many other interventions. And I must commend the teachers. The zeal with which they organize this, you could tell the passion, the love for the kids. In fact, I wish you visited the camp and saw the level of involvement of the teachers, the headmistress of Akosombo International School, and everybody who contributed to the success of this. The health director, the education director, everybody. We say thank you. The children will forever remember this encounter that they have had. And interestingly, they have networked. You see that children from Kudikope are making friends with children from Akosombo, from Enum, from Boso. We drew them from across every community that has JH.
Ghana Education Service Makache. Eno ya suye share humesia nyina ansem wo man Ghana ha no mo dia besudwa ensem omoche nyina ne se wonoma wo mocho bi sin sohwe no ewie ye nche bi omo ehunsunsuanso na ba montini mo hwe ni mo se ombetimi aboere ye secondary schools so ahodo no wo mo ahya to se October bosume ne de to so du wotwe afiye mu no ena omo ebie school kwan no ede amomo ebesi memenda nso mo che se ya wofo eni afi so suafo ni nyina no ma omo ho ndo omo so na afi omo fo mani nto e wo saa kwan no se be abibia no betimi akoye na bibia no ewie mudie na sankrate Yora Prince Ajimaidria wono ye director of schools and instructions division wono ena ne sa ehya ase a wo che se de betimi aboa ma homesua akọ nanim na afi so omo calendar ahodo a esuafo no ebedi so 2025 to 2026 nyina de ye de aka nkrata ne ho a ni nyina na eba beboa ma bibia no etimi akoye itenumu enomo che se ya chechefo no wo mo fanto makoma proso ye pa na calendar e dia mo no na enumu na obehu eye holidays ahodo a ewo mu footnotes any term date ne ho nkro no ba nyina no yakeka ni nyina abomu a ebe ma adwuma na yemre na yeboko ede amom so the Ghana Education Service HS October bosum ne de to so du wotwe de emofra ne nyina no betimi akọ school na bibia no etimi ewie mudie ede amom tinkrata e free GS akache bae emu etofabo no ena mede asomo no ye free humesia ensem ni mu eni enko Youth Employment Agency wonom atenaye ne neduam no kase Malik Basintalia wono ye panyi kwanhwefo a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Boni din se wodano no ne se mode aba montiri nyina se wonu mo hwema ye important mu ne ye montini so edini ni no oba be page omo monthly salary ni mu akwa ni mu ye pa mo so so ahokyira adokro mo no eto betimi etwasa se wo kyira oji sa di brand betina aso no na wonu marketia no endu 300 Ghana cedi kra 258 bosumi bia na wo hwe se bio obi maami obi papa kita ma obeda ahwe abusua enye bi etimi ede ahwe ne ho emu asem no ewempa wo che so mo na bua ma pomuden ensem no etimi ekone sansa ho ni die enkoyi a ede yade ahodo na ena eba nti sa akofo edie ehu behie ye so marketia no wo peje mu dendenden yi ede mo
unreasonable in this modern era, paying someone 250. In fact, dashing someone 258 cedis even means you've done nothing. Not to talk of paying someone 258 cedis as salary. If you dash someone 258 cedis today, he only say thank you because it's free money, but not because you'll be able to do a lot for him. And I said I was not going to pay them, and I still stand by that. And so in any future contract we're going to go into, I would not pay any beneficiary less than the minimum wage. We are looking at having a close to 300% increment in their payments, and that is assured. They can only be paid when we as YE pay the service provider, and that's Zoom Lion. If we don't pay Zoom Lion, he can also pay them. And as it stands now, we are owing. It's a fact. I can't say off head, but we are owing. I mean, when you owe someone, you must admit that I owe you, and then you say, I'm apologizing. I plead with you to give me time to pay. And so we owe Zoom Lion. So as and when we pay him, we are sure that he would also pay the beneficiaries. But we look forward to pay him in the coming days. We'll get our monies, we'll pay the service provider, and he will pay them. But future contracts will ensure that the sanitation is properly, done properly.
Ebusayen free when na yen ko ye atorenche mabua for wonom akache metre nadmo. Na me no kase omo so de nkrata ba wonmo edema wonmo motete ben eye bagri dam no. Seni afie bia mo bie ma nhia hodo a ape so abru so no etimi besen ekono afie de no mo chese omo ede ba be hihye so na nka omo hwe anim sa agesbo so me ne de to so eduonu enso eno be sa adwumedie no ene hihye ne so omo echire ma seni nhio na agba ape so akosoro akonanimu no ene due ya me no kase agesbo so me ne de to so eduonu enum ya omo ba bebie ne nhia hodo a ape so abro so ni nyina no etimi aba besen edi akomo chese sisi abagredam no okohwe bebi a nsuo no ahwirihwi akodura eye 234.27 meters a eno ye ohamo ebupen edi okuno echiripo edionu enan a eho nsem ne anhwe ne anka bibi amfa ho a ebetimi aha adwenpa womo so science chire mu se kopienga dam no eno so akosho pa eye 177.90 meters a eno so ye ohamo ebupen edioson enkro echiripo eduasansia a eno ye 2.10 meters a aba beka ho a chese nkofo anhwe na omentibi ambie dam ya mana nsuo ye busu ya amba mesie edio ye lekese pa ene betimi abre ye omanmu no enyina numu ena atorenche maboafo de kokobo kwama wono mo tete ben sa mpotemu ho ne bro no ho nyina ne senke be ya wo mo nko bia ye koba so mu bie dam na nsuo no enko ho mo sanse bre bia no mu bia ebi mutimi famu eti nananom ewonse edu ebi ejapade ne omo niema eseseye nti we de kokobo pa no mo de kwa ma obi ase omo enfa endi so na bibia no entibi enkoye na we de mpanyifo chese sene na nka omo hwe ni mu se 27th August jumedie be koso a omo atwentwe aba 25th no chese ade ne hu hia ye pa se ni manimu ya wo mo ebebie dam no ye bagri dam na mana ba be sen na nhwi a eburu so no ebetimi aba betwe akọ na dam ne soso ohaw bia enkoka no eman kane ahonsem no soso entimi entwe apenti we ne nsem ahodo a eye mpanyifo edi aba atorenche maboafo nso afa so edi kokobo edi akwa ma obi bia so obi anya enida ho se be ya ekobasi ebie dam ya oho enkochiro ewo sa kwan ne so me free way na mento aso nkonsem foforo mu entimi fama de ne due mpanyifo ani abre a omugusua eko galamse yi se be ya etu obetimi etwa na me no kase mpanyifo abana yakwa akopie mu a eye dwene ase forest reserve ani nyina no nkofo bi ma no mo hye ho tu efo magudie ye na mra kwan so no wo mo akwa akoso wo no mo pechi na ye champagnes ni afenso excavators ahodo ano mo didi o mo daada adwuma wo ho no wo masesa ni nyina akwa eye adehia o mo eye Chinese phone so ya so o mo pechi emra no eni wonom ba bedi nchemu ne nto aso no eni
a mining site located at Sanchatim South district. You can all see what has happened, the degradation that has caused to this area. Our intel that we pick indicate that there was some group of illegal miners together with foreign Chinese nationals who were here. Upon our movement together with the intelligence team to this area, unfortunately the community that we passed through before we came to this place had already called the illegal miners. And before we got to this place, you can see the fresh movement of the machines, and the machines are still hot. They have disabled the machines and they have eventually run away into the bush. And then we have met the machines, and we are trying. Technical team are trying to put everything in place, the mechanism in place for us to start the machines. It's unfortunate. I think the fight against illegal mining is not just the government decision or instruction and the police enforcement of the law, but we need the opinion leaders, the traditional authority, to also live up to their expectation to make sure that they support the government and the police service in making sure we stop the illegal mining. Nobody will tell you. It is a clear indication that it is the community people who inform the illegal miners here. Before we got to this place, they all flee away. It's unfortunate our traditional authorities, some of them are in bed with the illegal miners, as well as the opinion leaders. So if we sit somewhere and we are thinking of fighting the illegal mining, the President of the Republic of Ghana, his government and other state agencies are trying their best to make sure that they stop illegal mining. The community opinion leaders as well as the traditional authorities, instead of them to give the support, they are behind this. So this is the dilemma we find ourselves. Because some majority of the instances we go to the illegal mining side, they run away. It's as a result of the opinion leaders and even the community members informing the illegal miners to bolt away. It is unfortunate. And I think going forward, the fight against this illegal mining needs some rethinking. And the rethinking should be that the opinion leaders, the traditional authorities should be ready to assist the government together with the state agencies which are responsible in enforcing this law so that we can be able to protect our water bodies and the forest reserve. Look at this forest reserve, the degradation they have caused here. It's so pathetic. We need everybody hand on deck to be able to fight this galamsey. It is not about the police alone. It is not about the government giving this instructions for the police to enforce the law. It's about a collective decision from the government, opinion leaders, traditional authorities, and all those who matters in as far as this fight.
Are you still driving fuel cars in this modern era? The future of driving is here. KFM Limited, lead distributors of electronic vehicles, have made transportation easy and efficient. Behind me are 3 of their beautiful new brands: Leap Moto, Giomi, and Nami. Come with me, let's explore the fine details. Leap Moto, let me tell you a bit about its interior. Like you can see, the interior is heavenly, right? There's whole wheel and everything in here is in shades of gray. So we have light and dark gray, very classic. We have 2 screens to your display. This very screen gives you everything about the infotainment. We have its mileage, how far it can take you. On your journey with this electric car, you can switch it into just 3 comfortable modes. It's either the standard for a regular drive, the sports mode for a fast mode, or the economy to manage your battery strength. If you charge it in about 6 hours, it should take you 310 kilometers. Yes, you can go to Kumasi and back. I get that. Leap Moto, your option, your choice if you're a new driver like myself. Let's try the other. Now to my favorite. It's called Geely Giomi. Come with me, let's toy in there. All you need is this keyless key. You just make sure it's handy and around. And as the moment you open the car, it starts on its own. Like the interior speaks for itself. Glorious black and white. In its all glory, beautiful wheel, and you have a very lengthy screen. Gives you same 3 modes, standard, economy, and sports for a high or fast rider like myself. Now to my very final brand I'd like to introduce you to. It's called Nami, Sky Blue Nami. Come with me, let me tell you a bit more about it. Nami, like all the other electronic cars, is beautiful. Its interior is a glamorous 2 shades of gray, light gray and darker gray. With 2 beautiful screens, this one gives you information and entertainment. This gives you the battery strength. Nami can travel 330 kilometers. It can go to Kumasi and back. If you charge it for 6 hours, you're good to go. You can also fast charge it for 3 hours. Beautiful wheel and everything you need. Nami, my preference everywhere. Do you desire an electronic vehicle in Ghana? We have various payment options, including hire purchase. contact KFM Limited with the numbers below the screen. We have you sorted.
Sanson da wasemu akwa abanfa mbra no pa ensem ne so yeto aso e de ensem na akwa akopie mu wadwedi mu media ma odia enche bia na Ghana man pani kopie mu e wo Japan ne Singapore ni nyina no mo hwe se dwedi ho nsem no betimi afa ne tema pefra e bibra man mu eno mu no gina paso de futu e kwa ma e bibra man panyifo nyina se hu behie yi se betimi aboa na de ma ahodo ne hyehyeye mu no de on betimi aye ahwe animu ama bibia no etimi akoda animu eba na dwedie kwan so a omo fa nto makoma pono so na bibia no entimi wie mu de osaso de futu koma mo se kobasa wo ton ade no obi betwe prin ahwe ade a wo ton na mo enyamu fa so de a se ne wo so be fa so aye no obema no da wakoma pono so eno ho na mo abetu no ene betwe nkofo afre chichi ne benche ne obi man so ama mo so de o musika etimi aba be nsema ahodo a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for the two Jano in.
Let's outlook. The recent round of tariffs and retaliatory tariffs have spooked world trade and the global economy. The full effects of these trade wars will have ripple effects on global growth and prosperity for years to come. We must form a coalition of the willing to create alternative markets for sustainable global growth. Africa is open for business and is the next frontier for trade and investment, with a population of 1.4 billion people and a fast-growing middle class. Africa has the potential, with the African Continental Free Trade Area, to become a significant player in the global economy. While partnerships such as what we are forging here in TICA 9 are important, a lot of responsibility rests on the shoulders of African leaders to create an environment that is conducive to trade and investment. We wish to partner with any nation of the world on a basis of win-win. But let us not kid ourselves. Trade and investment will not come to Africa merely because we wish it. We must undertake the hard but necessary reforms to make Africa an attractive destination for investment. And that is why we must silence the guns and stop the fighting. That is why we must reform our economies and make them more stable and predictable. And it is why we must reform our governance and make public service accountable and free of corruption. We thank Japan for its unconditional support for African. Next outlook. The recent round of tariffs and retaliatory tariffs have spooked world trade and the global economy. The full effects of these trade wars will have ripple effects on global growth and prosperity for years to come. We must form a coalition of the willing to create alternative markets for sustainable global growth. Africa is open for business and is the next.
Say we say a shatter no ro ne ho baabia de aye feeling kaka we won ho bia se be ya abrabo a wo bo no bibia betimi akoyi e de ama ne nsem de eguso a oyi kwa ehwehwemu mapa e koso bill no mo de ama ne nsem ne de eguso a e da paso a wo mo e hwe ni mu ye ngira ne nsem so e na no pansem e boabo no besomo no ye fa ni nyina no embe wie ye kodia ne wasidare mpemu bia ne de ma KFM Musical Center Talent Microfinance na afi dadaba take up somo e boy e chudo Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi mefia enemy di makra